For today's video, we are going to unboxing 3 different types of Nightmare Before Christmas items. As you can see, we do have a whole section dedicated to the Nightmare Before Christmas right behind me. I do like collecting the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, though my space is limited, but hopefully with these new items we'll somehow make it work. First, starting off with this Nightmare Before Christmas Jack Skellington bobblehead made by Culturefly. Quick shout out to Mari, my comadre, who bought me this for Christmas. So reviewing the box itself, you can see the bobblehead through it with Jack. Then we have Oogie Boogie off to the side along with Sally. A very typical standard box when it comes to the Nightmare Before Christmas. But let's get in. Let's open this up. So here is, oh wow, this almost feels metallic, like especially the head. And I mean, a very solid build. I like how sturdy he feels. He's very solidly on the base. It doesn't feel loose or anything like that. I do like the feel of his body. Like I said, it's almost metal. The only thing is that as a bobblehead goes, you could see I'm flicking it. And, ooh, I don't need to ship the paint. But you can see it's not really moving. So as a bobblehead, it's not that good. But as a figure of itself, it's pretty great. It almost seems like it was hand painted too. But it doesn't mention that in the box. So I'm gonna go with no. And it doesn't really say what material it is. But pretty solid, like I said. So that is the Jack bobblehead. Moving on to the Nightmare Before Christmas Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King GeekiTikis mug. And this one for sure says it is hand painted. As far as the box goes, I really enjoyed this box. It represents GeekiTikis, has all the tiki representation off to the side right here. When you actually tilt the box, it has the Halloween Town, the back of Jack, and then the Jack Skellington as himself on the other side. And then of course the other types of GeekiTikis that they have for the Nightmare Before Christmas line. We do own the original Jack Skellington of this line. Might put these tikis next to them, but the box is completely different, so I don't know if I have to take them off the box or I'm just gonna have to leave them as is. But this is interesting because I have had a couple of GeekiTikis, a Spider-Man, Venom, and like I said, a Jack Skellington one. And the difference between those and this one and the next one that I have here is that these are actually, like I said previously, hand painted, which priorly, if you could see, they had a very base color. So it's interesting to see that they are now moving to painted versions of the GeekiTikis mugs, which seem pretty awesome. So let's open the box and get into it. There we go. We got some styrofoam going on here. Pick this up. Oh, okay. So only the top has styrofoam, and then the mug is just right there. There we go. Okay. Careful about that. There we are. This is the Jack Skellington GeekiTikis. You can see the Jack Skellington is colored with the flame, the skeleton right here, and the skeleton in the back with the Halloween Town sign that we see in the introduction of the movie. And this is pretty nice. It's obviously like a glass ceramic material. It does say it holds 16 ounces on the box. And this is a nice mug that I definitely do not want to leave outside its box just due to the fact that I don't want it breaking. So we're gonna have to see how we display this later on. I was kind of spoiled it with mentioning I had another one. But this is the Halloween version, and now let's go to the Christmas version of the Jack Skellington GeekiTikis with the Sandy Jack, or the Santa Jack as it's called here. As you can see, it's also hand painted here. They do display what the item looks like, and off to the side they only have like a design of the Santa Jack And this is the Santa Jack GeekiTikis mug outside the box. This one, though they seem to be about the same height, just slightly bigger, the Santa Jack. The Halloween one holds 16 ounces and the Santa Jack holds 14 ounces. So just a 2-ounce difference for whatever reason. I guess the thickness is slightly different, though feels about the same. And for this one, what seems to be hand painted, I don't know if all of it's hand painted, but what I would assume is hand painted mostly would be the whiteness on Jack, and the beard and the shoe stocking and all this handprints. And like I mentioned, and I was right, there is nothing on the back of this one. They could have done a little bit more of like this type of design, or a little bit of like the tribal tikiness to represent, or some like Christmas imprints of sorts or something, you know, that would have been cool. But nonetheless, oh, and you could see Jack is holding a gift. You could hardly tell, but it's there. I wish they could have painted it white, like the bow and the string, but I almost missed that. So that is it for today's video of us reviewing the Jack Skellington bobblehead, the Pumpkin King mug, and the Santa Jack mug from GeekiTikis. So the only thing left here is to put them in the collection. So this is the original spot where I have the GeekiTikis Jack Skellington. So I'm thinking of moving him to the middle and moving the Pumpkin King mug and the Santa Jack, just so they're right next to each other, and continue the theme that I kind of have of Halloween on one side and Christmas on the other. But I need to see whether or not I'm gonna keep them in the box or not. So let's check that out. We gotta be careful, move some stuff. These could probably go back in their boxes and probably off to the side on the floor. Let's move Jack Skellington and let's move the mugs. Okay, I kind of like that. Oh, without its box, so that would mean I have to open this one, which is the original packaging. I might just do it, just because the mugs outside look a lot nicer than if I were to have the two different boxes. Let me check out the box. This is the hard part of collecting and having stuff to organize and try to organize it and make sense in my mind, at least. And this is the process that I go through. So let's see if the boxes would even fit, first of all. This is the hard part of having a coffin-shaped shelf. Not all the dimensions are even. And see, the other box won't fit. So it looks like I have no choice but to take this one off its original packaging. And just because I didn't really talk about it, this one, and I'm gonna probably have to get rid of this. Now, back in the day, it was only Sally and Jack Skellington before they made this whole new line. And yes, they are both included in the line. This one actually holds 18 ounces. Wow, that's interesting how they all are having different type of ounces. This one I bought many moons ago, like maybe 3-4 years ago. 2 to 4 years ago, but it's been a while. But I'm glad that even though through inflation, it is still the same price as the other ones, even though they're different ounces. That's weird, but it is what it is. Anyways, like I said, then let me unbox this, I guess. The only reason I am comfortable, oh, this one has a 0. I'd have never noticed that if I never opened it. That's cool. A bonus unboxing, guys. Look at that. But the only reason I'm comfortable with having these out is because this is on kind of like the lower shelf, in case you can't tell I'm sitting down. And hopefully, even if there's an earthquake one day here, it won't do damage. This past year, I also bought these salt and pepper shakers that included the Halloween town door and the Christmas town door. I think I might have to take these out too and put them in there. Also ceramic. So I said, yeah, let's do that. Actually, let's do that. We'll put the Halloween. Yeah, that'll make a lot of sense. That's pretty cool. Let's do that. So let's open it. Get this little section done. Wasn't expecting to do all this. But like I said earlier, it's all part of the collection and trying to organize it. So here are the salt and pepper shakers out of the box. The Halloween Town tree has a Skellington while the Christmas tree has a present. Let's put the Halloween town next to the Pumpkin King and the Christmas town next to Santa Jack. And there we go. That part done. So actually, after checking out my shelf, really wanted to display this bobblehead, and the only spot I could really fit it was here. So I'm gonna be leaving this for now, unless I could actually find a home. Usually the videos probably won't end up this way, but so ironically, everything we unboxed ended up on this one shelf. So guys, that'll be it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop that like, subscribe if you want to see some more unboxings. I hope to see you all in the next one. Laters.